All right, be back again. Contribution series. So, number two, should I say. So what do I mean by contribution? When I use the word contribution, what do I mean? So what I mean is a person, right, who is minded in a global sense. In other words, when we go into a decision or when we take, let's say, an opportunity that comes our way, we can look at it from a self-serving point of view. I will get this from making this choice, and that's important, right? We need to eat, we need to earn money, so it's important. Okay, I'm not dissing being self-serving, but to be a contributor, then what I feel where it comes from is being more globally minded. So it's like asking yourself maybe 3 questions, right? So by taking this decision, by making this decision to do this thing, number 1, what is its effect on me? Number 2, what is its effect on people, on the other person? Okay? Number 3, what is the effect on the community or my community? And number 4, what is its effect on the world? And if you can answer to the affirmative, to the positive of each one, then you are contributing to the lives of other people in a really powerful way. So that's how I would define contribution and a contributor, right? So when I look at someone maybe like so I just found out maybe 10 years ago that in my family tree, Jamaican Maroons, there's 3 extremely powerful people. There's Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Marcus Garvey. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Marcus Garvey. Now these 3 underpinned the American Civil Rights Movement. And they're all Jamaican Maroons, which is the background which I share. Now each one of them, when I look at how do you define a contributor, right? So number 1, how did it affect them? Number 2, how did it affect the other person that they were dealing with at that time? Number 3, how did it affect their community? And number 4, how did it affect the planet? So when I look at each of those ones, it's an affirmative one, right? So their actions positively impacted themselves, the person sitting opposite, the community that they were in, and the world. Because what they were doing is that they were that was an American Civil Rights Movement about black people, but when you look at the bigger picture of it, it was about bringing equity and fairness, not just to black people, but anyone on the fringes of society which were being downtrodden at that time. That's what it was doing. So it was empowering the human race, actually, in the same way as Gandhi did, right? In the same way as Muhammad Ali did, actually, same way as Jack Johnson did. So all of these people had that through that same, method of valuing or defining what a contributor is. They all had that. They all had that. And for those of you who know me, I'm a community builder. I love building communities, right? I love empowering people. I love creating networks and being a facilitator to bring those networks together through collaboration, right? So I'm all about collaboration. I love collaboration. I think collaboration is the most important thing that we can do right now on the planet. Because as you know, where I come from is a deep understanding in that we are all the same. We have unique stories. We've taken different choices in our life that have led to different outcomes, but we have something in common, many things in common actually, that we can all come together around. And you also know that the way I see the world, the way I see life is about community, right? It's about unity, community. And anything that we do that separates us is causing us disunity. Disunity is weakness, allows us to be controlled and manipulated. Anything that we do that brings unity to the situation is empowering us, right? And with empowerment is wisdom. It's wisdom. There's strength in numbers. So one thing that I wish you would take away from this is this understanding of me and we, and understanding of those 4 questions. when it comes to making decisions, you know. Is this good for me? Is this good for the person opposite me? Is this good for my community? Is this good for the planet? And if you can answer positively, affirmatively to all of those things, then you're making a conscious decision, right? Which is reinforcing unity and wisdom as opposed to disunity and weakness. All right? Look forward to it. See you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.